All right, hey guys, welcome to another episode of Trading Bitcoin with your host, Tone Vays. So I am back at the airport, and now that there is a federal mandate against having to wear masks at the airport, I will have to drink more consistently. Can you guys hear me okay? I'm finally figured out how to get the clip-on mics working. So I hope the audio finally works. I also solved I'm also will be using my GoPro on the road, but I'm not gonna, whip out the GoPro and my Rode microphone at the airport. I draw enough attention to myself as it is. And here we go. By the way, I'm sitting here listening to the Trump impeachment trial, which is insane because he's no longer president. And it's literally a kangaroo court just to make sure he doesn't run again in 4 years, because he'll probably, well, he's not going to win because they're going to rig it again. But anyway, let's go to the charts. Sounds good. Excellent. Let's go to the charts. Okay, so let's start with the weekly chart. I believe today is Wednesday. The weekly candle still looks very clean and very, very good. I don't really see any problem with the weekly candle. A little bit of trouble in the daily candle. Yesterday we had a doji, and today's candle has already broken the bottom of that doji. That, if this had happened during trading hours, that is where I normally set a stop loss. But I trade GBTC, so I did not even see this happen because I was asleep. But this is generally a bit of a concern. Normally, this is not normal times. Nothing about this time is normal. We have rallied back to 4,600, but here's how I am dealing with this. Those that are wondering, did I exit my any GBTC yesterday? The answer is I did not, but I obviously could have exited at a higher price than today. And I don't want to give away all my gains. I still think we have one more push higher into the daily MRI. I have a new low. If we make, I don't want to hold it through a lower low. I am now setting a stop loss. Where is this low? So this low comes in at 4,500. The current price is 4,600. I'm going to go ahead and split the middle. We're going to look at where that is on a 1 hour chart, and I may adjust it. But by looking at the daily chart, if I'm a trader of the daily chart, I become concerned. I want to make sure that I'm out with my profit. So 45.5 is where my stop loss line in the sand is right now. If we are to rally higher, if we are to rally into a daily MRI, where is that? Well, let me see if I got my question. Any moderators in here that can do questions? I actually have like a good half an hour before we start boarding. So. Let me let them know that I'm live. Okay. So that is because the market is about to open in 20 minutes. And if the price of Bitcoin is trading below this line, I'm strongly considering taking my GBTC profit and, staying patient. Let's go to the 4 hour chart before we get to the 1 hour chart. I don't like the fact that on a 4 hour chart, we have traded lower and currently on the verge of having a new 4 hour low close. Not the kind of condition I want to see. Now we are still consolidating, and I would love to see how this candle closes, because this line is still very relevant. Jeez. This line is still relevant. And not too long ago, somewhere in the middle of the night in the United States, we were trading back above that line. That is my $47,000 line. I still believe that a close above 47 will take us higher. Now, I understand we had a close above 47 here. It did not last very long. I would have expected us to consolidate up here and go higher. I'm not too happy with this candle, but as long as it closes with a big lower level, lower shadow, it's not crazy, but I don't want to see price back at the low. So I want to see us stay above. So in order to adjust my stop loss properly, at this point, I can actually put it right here. Right below that low. And that puts us where? 45.6. Okay, so I'm in the same vicinity. I do not want to see any more weakness. If I see any more weakness, I would be concerned that the pullback is potentially headed back to this area of 41,000. And I would rather, you know, as I travel and as I sleep over the next few nights, I would rather be comfortable. I can always buy back in above 48,000 on a push to above 50 or into the 60s. But this is where I'm potentially looking at some profit take. That's my stop loss. Now I'm hoping we don't hit it at any point. Let's go to the 1 hour chart. Let's zoom in somewhere. The 1 hour chart has been absolute money when it comes to using the MRI. Let me show you. Right here, late last night, we had a beautiful top call on the MRI with a decent bottom call on the MRI, which was looking excellent until 5 a.m. this morning, where that's when I actually woke up in order to, you know, actually pack for a flight. But so this was looking great at 5 in the morning. Actually, when my alarm went off, and next thing I know, boom, we crashed, which I wasn't paying attention to, of course, because I was packing. But now I'm paying attention to it, and I don't want to. So now that we're on the 1 hour chart, I'm going to adjust this lower. This hour is my. It's a little too low. The prior candle's low. Like, I need this hour to close green and above these moving averages. I don't want to see this moving average crossover. The momentum is slowly dying out. As much as I would love to see the daily materialize, it's also possible we consolidate for the next 3 or 4 days. GBTC premium also matters, and GBTC premium doesn't seem to be going anywhere. I know we're going to drop quite a bit at the open here on GBTC. So if the premium drops to 0, that could alter my decisions. I don't know where the premium is going to be. I'll be boarding my flight just as I could, you know, I'll be exiting with my cell phone or something if I need to in the morning. But the point still stands that I am a little bit concerned about my profits, but I have not exited yet. And if this candle closes strong and we go back up, I'll keep holding my position. But I'm now looking at a stop loss at 45.5. 45.5 is the stop loss.
simple guidelines. First, always wear a face covering inside the terminal and not board the aircraft. Second, wash your hands with soap and water for at least 20 seconds. And third, when possible, stay at least 6 feet or about 2 arms length from others. These are important friendly steps we can all take together to make sure everyone is safe.
Someone says, just wear a mask. I'm in Perth, Australia, only one case of COVID, but we have been told to wear masks. It is fine. Even on my bicycle, even in your yoga class. Why not in the shower? Why not? Why not while having sex? Wear a mask. You should wear a mask the rest of your life, right? If no one is allowed to leave the house, there will be no COVID. But that's not how life works. I haven't even announced where I'm actually going. I am going to Las Vegas now. But I'm not staying in America for long. I'm out. I'm going to a place where people don't have a brain disease, thinking that masks are actually, making that much of a difference. All right, I'm looking at the live chat. Look, if you want to wear a mask, then wear a mask. Like, I'm not stopping you from wearing your mask. But I just don't understand how you have the right to tell a healthy person, to put a bag over their head.
To continue with their courtesy boarding, we'd like to invite military personnel. You're welcome to pre-board at this time.
All right, let me see the rest of the markets here. Gold is still rising, but like I said, it's not interesting to me yet. I still don't see anything but a dead cat bounce.
This way we can expedite our boarding process. Boarding customers with disabilities, military personnel, and our
stock market is still bullish and it remains bullish. There's nowhere else to put your money, so everyone's putting their money in the stock market. We did have a weekly MRI top. I would not be entering the market this week. The week after an MRI top is always a wait and see week for me, but we'll see what happens the week after. Markets aren't open yet. Oh, this thing is so going back to 20 bucks. Somebody wanted me to look at Tilray. Wow. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. I remember saying that this stock was a good buying opportunity when it was $2, and here we are at 40. So, Bitcoin ain't nothing compared to Tilray. I don't know what to say. Other than I'm an idiot, I should have held on to my Tilray options. Be like a billionaire right now. I sold early. I had a nice trade going. I sold early. Look at the weekly chart. Beautiful weekly buy in September. Weekly sell here, but then a green star, another green star, and I wouldn't buy now, but I don't know what to say. It looks great. Is it set to open at 62? Jesus Christ, did they cure cancer? I think they cured cancer. Let's start a rumor. Maybe it'll take the stock to $1,000. If you held on to Tilray, buy me a burger or a house. I don't know, but I don't know what to say. Someone is like, this guy relies on MRI only. Yeah, it's made me lots of money in the past trading. Why wouldn't I? No, the bull market is not over in Bitcoin. It's just a pullback. I still think on a weekly scale, we're heading into the 60s over the next, 5 to 6 weeks. I don't see any, I don't see it faltering. Shitcoin Death Watch. Where are we here? Damn it. Damn it, I have to keep this chart on my screen longer. Yes, maybe another week. Maybe another week. Yeah, I found saw someone is messaging me. Tone, I hope you found a cool place to go. I did find a cool place to go. Everyone will know what it is tomorrow or the day after.
We're open up our general boarding, inviting customers in rows 35 and higher, 35 and
For
higher.
minor safety reasons, very minor safety reasons, and potentially a bunch of people showing up in a place where I'm going. I'm gonna wait till the last minute to let you guys know where I'm going. I'm going to where there's freedom. At least I hope there's freedom there. Otherwise, I'm gonna leave early.
Thanks again for your patience. Rows 30 and higher, 30 through 39.
Am I about to get stopped out? I'm about to get stopped out. Well, the market's not open yet, so
30 and higher. Ladies and gentlemen, verify your seat is high.
Can't get stopped out if the market's not open. Did we just dip below that? This is a 10-minute chart, and I don't think I've been on for 25 minutes. I'm just trying to set a perfect line. That's probably a little too low, but that's where that's my 10-minute line in the sand. And if we break this, if we close above this moving average, I'm gonna raise it to the bottom of current candle. I am gonna be taking some profit take here today, most likely. Tone, how likely is Bitcoin to go back to 28 to 30,000 range? Man, back to 28 to 30,000. I'd give it, a 55% chance we're gonna go back to that area. And look, markets pull back. Just look at the big picture. If you look at the big picture, we've gone straight up since 10,000. We have not had a single bad week. We haven't had a single down week. I mean, you're asking, can we go back to this red line? We can definitely go back to the red line. We can still go back to the blue line. Less likely, but we can. I'd give that maybe a 45% chance, and I give this one a 55% chance. I think it's possible, but I'm not gonna set my trading for that line being hit. I don't really care about the CME futures. Let me see. So Bitcoin futures, the perpetual, that's the weekly. Whoa, that's interesting. So this was totally in line, but this wasn't in line because this thing doesn't trade on the weekends. I mean, how seriously should I take it? I can see a lot of professionals using similar indicators to the MRI that saw this yesterday. So it's a 1 to 4 candle correction. It's also interesting that, look, it's 3 candles in a row with a bunch of arrows. Extension A and B ends here, extension C ends here, MRI ends here. Yeah, it's something of a concern. There's a lot of concerns. I spotted a lot of concerns yesterday. This is my stop loss. I would rather be out right now. I would not want to be long right now. We had a shot. We created a doji. We've now traded below the doji, and we're now trading near the bottom of the doji. So the moment I get off this stream, I am going to go ahead and sell a piece of my GBTC position right at the open, which whatever. It's not a big deal. Like, I don't care about a few cents, you know. So it's but this is it. This is my stop loss. Like, I am exiting. Not with my entire position, but I am taking a significant chunk off the table. I don't like dark modes. I don't like dark mode charts. It interferes with my ability to read the market. Right, we've just gone below the prior 10-minute candle. I don't like this at all. So this is my stop loss being hit right now. When will I get back in? I don't know. I like the guesses of where I'm going, guys.
Thanks again for your patience. Rose 25 and higher, 25 and higher, like 24, 25, service Norfolk, Orlando, gate 132.
Yeah, I'm not going back to the daily chart here. The daily funding rate, you know, it's been up here enough. I think a pullback's coming, guys. I think a pullback's coming. I would have loved to see us. Look, I don't like the, oops. Well, the MACD is always late. Wait, there and here. Divergence on the RSI, huge divergence on CMF. I'm gonna take my profit. You guys can do whatever you like. I'm gonna take my profit. I will get back in above current candle. I'll get back in at 47.5. But I think it's time for me to go. I need to open my trading account, and I'm gonna get out right now. All right, guys. Thank you all for watching. I'm gonna cut this short. I need to exit now that the market has just opened a minute ago. I will log in. I will exit my position, and I'll see you all probably tomorrow. All right. Back at the airport. I'll keep you guys posted on my travels. Stay safe, guys.